Now, you're running for councilman for District 6 in Stockton.
Yeah, so after all the sex talk, after all the...
You're wearing the shirt?
I'm wearing the shirt.
Jason Lee.
And let me tell you why I wore the shirt today, knowing that you were going to ask me some crazy shit, some other shit, because everybody back home, they're voting for somebody that they know. I want them to see me for who I am, accept me for who I am, and elect me for who I am, not for who I portray to be. When I decided to run for city council, and I've been in the game and meeting with the people running this state rep, this senator, this congressman, this assemblyman, this mayor, this, that, I've been meeting with all the people who have been lied to by a lot of these people, because a lot of them have been promised things over and over and over and have been used as a political step stool. I don't want to be governor. I don't want to be senator. I don't have any interest to do anything beyond this role right now. But yeah, I mean, we beat everybody in the primary. Now we're going to the general.
Okay, so what exactly does a councilman do? Because for most of us, we vote for the president and then we go back to our lives, not knowing that there's 100 other ballots, for people on that ballot.
We skip everything else.
We skip everything else. The judges, the DA, the councilman, the mayor, everything.
So the DA is the one who's taking your daddy to jail, or who's putting you in jail, or deciding to prosecute in your city.
And is also protecting the rights of the victims and so forth. It's not just a bad thing. Yeah.
It isn't, but that person is the most powerful person in your county, because they are the ones that decide who gets indicted, who doesn't.
Right.
The judges, with the type of judge, the type of person you want deciding what your sentences are, or how your community is kept safe if a person's sentenced or sent to jail or prison, or if a person's released. But your councilman and mayor work together as a city council, as a body, to decide everything related to the budget that governs your city, from potholes to how they handle the dogs, your parks, your pools, all the city, all the trash, all the things that matter, but also businesses, permitting, crime, overseeing the police department. There's a lot of things that the city council is responsible for. In Stockton, there's $1 billion budget that the city council oversees, and all the city departments fall under the city council.
How many councilmen are there? Just one?
In Stockton, there's 6 city council members and 1 mayor. So there's 7 votes.
So you're going to be one of 6.
I'll be one of 7. One of 6 councilmen, but then a mayor.
That's what I'm saying. But you exclude the mayor because that's a separate election, right?
Well, we're all being elected at the same time.
Right, but I'm saying, the mayor...
The mayor has
its own ballot.
Has its own, yes.
And the 6 councilmen have their own ballots.
So we have our own ballots, yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
What is the pay for a councilman?
$29,000 a year.
$29,000 a year. So clearly you're not going to get rich off.
Less than this watch.
Less than that watch.
Yes. I could buy 3 of those 3 years can pay for this watch. Yes.
Well, then there's taxes. So actually 6 years.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't get caught for tax evasion.
Yeah. Right? No, not at all. Won't be getting me. But I've already said I'm donating my salary to this athletic commission I'm creating in my district.
So when is the actual election?
November 5th.
November 5th. Now, you grew up in Stockton.
Yep.
But last I checked, you don't live in Stockton.
I do.
You do now?
Yep.
Okay, so you moved back to Stockton.
Yeah, I mean, I have a house here. I just got rid of my condo in Miami because I don't make it over there anymore. But I still have a business in Florida. But I live in Stockton, Western Ranch, in the district that I'm running for.
So you decided to move back home while still running a business in L.A., because how far is Stockton to L.A.?
45 minutes.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Oh, why did I think it was farther?
No, it's Northern California, 45-minute flight.
I'm thinking Bakersfield or something.
45-minute flight or a 5.5-hour drive.
Okay, 45-minute flights.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So, but it's a long drive.
5.5 hours.
5.5 hours is long.
Not if you leave at 3 in the morning.
Okay. Clearly, you went back home as opposed to trying to run for councilman in Los Angeles, which would be a totally different beast.
Correct. Well, it wouldn't even be the beast for me because I spent 11 years as a union organizer and a director of a labor union. So running a campaign is literally just boxing out your area and then running a field plan within that area. So it's not about it being a different beast because I know the mayor of Los Angeles. I've worked with her to get somebody out of prison in Kansas. I helped her on her campaign. I know a lot of people who have high visibility.
Are you talking about Christian Rock?
No. There was a young man from Stockton that got incarcerated in Kansas. He got arrested.
Where did Christian Rock get? Oh, maybe it's Oklahoma.
Dante Westmoreland, he got arrested for 1 pound of marijuana, got 8 years in prison.
Oh.
I had interviewed Mayor Bass when she was a congresswoman, and she was telling me the issues with prison reform, and she helped me negotiate his full part, and now he's exonerated, and he's a businessman in the cannabis industry. But anyway, I could have ran in LA if I wanted to, but I didn't want to, because my heart. I have heart in LA, but my heart is back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when is the election?
November 5th.
November 5th. Oh,
Yeah.
around the same time as all the
same day. So same day as the
got it.
president. Yeah. So we
Okay.
ran the primary. There were 6 of us. I beat them all, and then now it's just me and the person who holds the spot now. She's a vice mayor of the city and councilman for my area.
What about the other 5?
So there's only 2 other seats open now. They run on off years. So there's
Got
just
it.
the mayor and 3 of us are running right now.
Got it. So this will be your first official elected position if you get elected.
When I get elected.
When you get elected.
Absolutely.
Okay, and is this something that's going to be your focus for the remainder of your life, or is this just something you're trying out now? You see what I'm saying? Because obviously you have Hollywood Unlocked, and that's what's paying the bills,
Yep.
and that's what's doing, taking up a lot of your time as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's Hollywood Unlocked does not take up a lot of my time because I have a full staff that run everything. So when I decided to run, when I made the decision, okay, I'm going to do it, I hired a couple C-suite people to manage everything, hired some salespeople to manage everything on the sales side, and I put my company on autopilot. Shout out to Rob Smith, who runs all of that, and Healthcare Unlocked. When it comes to being able to do the job, I'm not going to get rid of Hollywood Unlocked or the Jason Lee Show. I've structured everything where I shoot 2 days a week, so I have to be in LA 2 days a week to do that. But other than that, this is going to be my full-time commitment, even though it's a part-time position. And I'm going to do it for 8 years. I've committed 8 years because to really change the community the way that I want to, it's going to have to take more than one term. But I've already started working to, find people that are aligned with my vision and that want to take the city where I want to take it, who can join committees that I'm going to have and oversee and that can work to take my place when I decide to move on. But this is not a new, I have an aspiration to be the governor. That's not my focus right now. My focus is just the next 8 years in Stockton.
Yeah, I just interviewed Governor Wes Moore, who's the governor of Maryland.
Nice.
Who was actually the first black governor of Maryland
Yeah.
and the 3rd black governor ever to get elected in America.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 3rd ever.
That's wild.
There was 2 other ones who took office because the actual governor got impeached or stepped down and so forth. But in terms of elected governors, 3rd ever. And in fact, there's never been a black female governor ever in America.
But this is why I think more people that look like me, who live in communities that look like us, that aren't happy with things, should step up and do it. I mean, since I've been back, I've been just galvanizing the community to get active, doing leadership workshops for young people. We had just 300 kids a couple weeks ago do a whole leadership workshop and taught them how to organize their school, how to organize their peers. We just did a big event 2 days ago with 600 people in a park for National Night Out. And I've been just educating people, registering to vote, and getting them excited again about being active in the process. Because like you said, most people, they'll just look at the president, but the president isn't the person that necessarily controls everything that you're experiencing every day.
No, not at all.
So
yeah, it's local government.
It's local government.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think people saw me doing it, but why not? You see Hollywood Unlocked, you see my job, but before that, I spent 11 years actually doing this. And thank God, people back home, they know me and they knew the work that I did before entertainment.